China reiterated it would not accept the ruling if the refusal conformed to the international law.
That this is an area of civil law, not of criminal law, where parties can disagree about the meaning of concepts, and where they do so, the international system works through renegotiation and not through criminalization and outlawing of China. I think there is a pattern of legal aggression against China here, not only on the part of the judges in the tribunal, but also on the part of the Western states, including Japan, Britain, France, and the United States, that are making it out as if China was some kind of criminal state and walking away from the whole idea of international order. I would say to the contrary, it is the Western countries, including Japan, who have abused the judicial process by making an outlandish and unreasonable interpretation of the convention in order to engage in a form of legal aggression against China. And that China would be serving the interests of the international community by standing and fighting and exposing this legal bullying that it's the subject to.
Some Western countries asked China to obey the international law or the rule of the tribunal. What do you think that indicates on the Western countries' attitudes towards China?
It's worth saying, and this is an important point, that I have discovered in the archival records that there have been two Nobel Peace Prize winners who have played a role in the history of the Spratly and the Paracel disputes, because both disputes are equally important. And one of them was Aristide Briand. And he was Prime Minister, he was Foreign Secretary of France in the interwar period, and the co-author of the Kellogg-Briand Pact outlawing war in 1928. And this man decided in 1931, after having had legal advice from his own foreign ministry that the Paracel Islands belonged to China, he decided on the advice of his ambassador in Peking to claim the islands anyway. The ambassador in Beijing said that China was too weak to resist. So this indicates that Nobel Prize winners may apply international standards in their treatment of Western countries, but when they come to China, they do not behave honorably or fairly. Now, another example of a Nobel Prize winner is Henry Kissinger. And Henry Kissinger, in 1974, when there was unrest in the South China Sea and China had seized back the Paracels from Vietnam, he decided that the Chinese should be warned not to attempt to recover these Spratlys. And when he made this decision, he did not pay any regard to international law. He never for one moment considered what China's rights were. All he considered was the importance of American strategic interests. And that has been a consistent American practice. So I think we have two Nobel Peace Prize winners who have, when it comes to China, behaved in a disgracefully unreasonable and illegal way. And that indicates, to my mind, that the Western international community, the legal community, does have a problem with behaving fairly towards China.